And we have a school-wide policy, and we all have a classroom policy. Because my name is Mrs. Gill, I use a little fish, and so everybody is in the water in the morning, and then if they have some issues with behavior, which we have classroom rules posted, and we go through procedures at the beginning of the year for 6 weeks. If they have issues with behavior, we put them on the hook. If they continue that behavior, they're on the bobber, and if the behavior just, intensifies or they do something very malicious, they're in the net. And if you're in the net, you're caught, and you get a fishy note home that tells mom and dad there's like a list of things that could have, gone wrong in the class. But I believe in redemption. I believe that they can improve their behavior, and so if a kid has a bad few minutes, I tell them, you know what, you're on the hook, it's not a big deal, we're going to fix it, and we're going to get back in the water. So if they're here or here, they can get back in the water. But if they're here, that means that it went on and on, or it was malicious, and so I don't really let them turn back then. But our school-wide policy is they have 3 opportunities a day to earn Eagle Bucks, and you can decide in your classroom what they are. Ours are responsibility, kindness, and the way that they behave in the classroom and in the hallway as far as like quiet and things like that. So they earn 1 in the morning if they bring back their homework, and then in the afternoon we've been in and out of the hallway several times, and so we look at their behavior and they earn 1. And at the end of the day, if they end up in the water, they earn another 1. And so at the end of the week, they've had 15 opportunities to get an Eagle Buck, and you kind of cash those in for either you get your name drawn out of a bucket and you get a prize, or at the end of 9 weeks there's a big celebration. So it's the school-wide policy is good because you may find a 5th grader in the hall that's doing something really well, and you tell them, hey, you tell the teacher, this kid needs an Eagle Buck because they helped that kid who dropped their lunch tray. So that one's nice because you can reward other kids, or even within the classroom. The music and art and PE teacher know that I move fish, and they'll tell me, you need to move their fish, or they'll tell me they did a great job, can they get back in the water? So it kind of works both ways, in and out of the class, which I know Harry Wong, if you've never heard of him, procedures at the beginning of the year. You don't have to be their friend, and I don't mean that you have to be ugly to them, but they have to know the rules of the classroom and the expectations and the routines and the procedures. And so if you kind of stick to a whole 6 week, it kind of feels like a boot camp sometimes, but at the end of 6 weeks, I'm telling you, these kids, they know what to expect, they know where to go, they know where to put things, they know if a sub's here, what to do, what not to do. And so if you kind of stick to that regimen, it makes the rest of your year, the first 6 weeks are tough, and kindergarten is really, really tough. But after that, it's a walk in the park if you are consistent with the procedures. By now, they know what the expectations are. It's easy. I can tell. I don't even have to tell them. They know their jobs. Everybody has a job in the classroom, and when we get up to go to lunch, Jonah turns the lights off. When we're done with literacy centers, Brianna turns the computers off. They know their job. I don't even have to tell them, so it's nice.